7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game. But when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Second and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Here we go. Quickly out to Williams. Goes right down that pass. He's going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Oh, a loose football. The Broncos have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. And even 30 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down, Denver.
Back to throw is Nix. Quick throw taken in. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Bombers.
Throw it. Nix. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So Narveson now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So after one, 14-7 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Over. 18. Outside.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd down, they need 5.
Here we go.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. They get 15 on that game. 1st down for Houston.
15 yards. And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be marked down at the 7, and it will set up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Here we go. 18.
Here's Stroud. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good, and the Texans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Nix going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Nix. The catch made there by Sutton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Third down, 3 to go. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
On 4th down, here's Nix. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. these end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Go.
They'll run with Mitchell. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. He'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Narvison now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So Narvison now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right. Stroud to throw here on first down. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
It is second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes. That's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Texans. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will even the score. It's now 21-all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
Nix now on first and 10. His throw left side is complete. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Hold on a second. Ready? Captain. Away.
Nix got to throw it here on first down. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Uno more. White. Hey, south. Look to hot. Hey, Uno.
Now, Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, Uno.
Stroud to throw. He'll get that out to Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hey.
To throw, it's Stroud. They're trying to work the screen with Mixon. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here we go. 118. That's it. Hey, Uno. 11.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Houston. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans go up by 7, 28-21.
Broncos 21. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Captain. Hold a second.
A first down throw for Nix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Left side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
Broncos 21. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Here we go again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mims sent in motion here. To throw is Nix. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And the Texans are going to have it just past their 25.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup, good for 29 yards. They will work the middle with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Stroud. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Throwing is Stroud. That is brought in at the 10. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Texans. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
At their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, they need 3. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action with Stroud. Moving to his right. He's going to run it. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15.
All right. Look the hot.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I think as the the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
11. All right. 118. That's right.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Captain. Bombers.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll get this wide to Mitchell. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It was comfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
18. That's right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. This is 1st and 10.
Captain.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. Throwing is Nix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Hold on a second.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And the Texans are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
They'll run it for the first time with Case Brown. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Hey, uno more. Why Tony? Robin.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Tony.
A carry here for Brown. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
2nd and 6.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
So throughout the course of the game now, we've seen this big tight end really have his way with the defense. But I think now after that play, the big hit, the forced incompletion, at least now there's a message being sent. As he gets back in the huddle, he's going to get a lot more opportunities, but just know there's going to be contact every time that ball's thrown your way.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
23 yards. That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal.
So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.